Hey, welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to throw out a video on my gas cans. I purchased them probably about a year ago. I had a subscriber recently reach out to me, ask me my thoughts on the cans after I've had them for about a year. I was about ready to put fuel in the tractor and I thought, you know what? This would be a good time to throw out that video for him and all of those out there that are possibly looking to get a new gas can and wondering what's out there. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so these are the cans I landed on about a year ago. And just a real quick recap, I had some cans that were made out of plastic, and I think they were made by a company by the name of Blitz. Anyway, long story short, they were plastic, and the plastic deteriorated on them to the point where they were leaking fuel everywhere, and I was in crisis mode. And at the time, I didn't really know a whole lot about the cans that were out on the market. And I saw these cans at Harbor Freight. They're made by a company by the name of Midwest. And they are actually an American company, US company, but the cans are actually made in Latvia. A lot of you corrected me on my prior video. Thank you for that. So these cans are made in Latvia, but they're from, again, Midwest, which is an American manufacturer. You can buy them at Harbor Freight. At the time I bought them, I think they were around $60. I think they're still around that price. The reason I purchased them is they're steel. I love the cans. At the time, I had put on this easy pour spout because I did not like the vent that came on these cans. So I think this is a definite must. And I was in crisis mode if you watched my prior video, and I didn't have time to put on the vent that they supplied in the back because I had to get gas real quick and didn't have time to do that. And I said that if I liked the cans, I might buy another. Well, you can clearly see that I liked the cans because I have another. And on this particular can, I did put on the vent. So what do I think about the vent, and did it change anything? Absolutely, it changed everything. I can empty this can in, I would say, less than 30 seconds. I haven't actually timed it, but it definitely less than a minute. So I can fill up my tractor in no time flat. And that to me is just a huge deal because that was one of my big complaints with the can at the time, is holding this 5-gallon can and trying to fill up a tractor was not fun. So this vent has solved it all. I used a step drill bit to put this vent in, followed their instructions. I've had zero issues with it. It has not leaked. I haven't had anything crack over time. These cans stay outside, under cover, but they stay outside. The other complaint that I had at the time was these easy pour vents are pretty big up here at the top, and some of my smaller equipment I was having issues being able to fit this spout into the actual gas tank on that equipment. And since that video, look what I found. Easy Pour makes this spout that's made specifically for smaller equipment. So now when I need to go fill up my smaller equipment and actually get the spout down into the can or the tank, I just swap out spouts. It's really easy to do. And I put it on this tank that doesn't have the vent. So the glug is actually a plus in a way when you're filling up smaller equipment. The gas doesn't come out quite as fast as it does with the vented can. So this is just a perfect scenario for me, having two cans and one coming out lightning quick with the vent and the other one just kind of taking its time. And it's not super slow. It's not as slow as some of the EPA cans that you can get out there. So it still comes out rather quickly. But it is nice when you're filling up smaller equipment to not have it come out so fast. So thank you to the viewer that got a hold of me asking for a 1-year update on these. He was looking to go get a can right away and wanted to know my thoughts. So if you're in the same boat, absolutely, highly recommend these cans. Like I said, I may go out and get a third. But if you're in the market, check these out. And a must are these easy pour spouts. I got mine on Amazon, but this smaller one I actually got at my local hardware store. So I think they're gaining popularity if they weren't popular already. So thanks for joining me today. I hope that answers your questions, the viewer that got a hold of me. And like I said, for those of you that are out there looking for a can, these are hard to beat. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you on the next video.